I feel better already!
As good as a new penny.
Crabs aren't so bad, you know. At least they aren't poisonous.
I'd wager someone or something made mad and mighty by Source.
So we're on the hunt for something capable of taking out not one, but 2 dragons.
Delight of delights!
My great-great-grandfather used to tell me about a great red stone that made the local fauna fierce enough to take on these dragons.
Do you suppose that's what destroyed those dragons?
How can I suppose anything with those eyes sizing me up like so much rump roast?
It's drawing water from the sea!
It'll use it against us unless we can stop it.
Seven stabbed to the very heart of my enemy.
Add a little butter and a squeeze of citrus and you've got yourself a meal.
I've got my eyes on the prize. sweet relief.
On the man.
Pay the big cheese on your block for the wheel of the good stuff. Aaron, as it...
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fire.
What's with you, bipeds and beer? No better drink than milk. Winking whiskers! You found my collar? Oh, thank you! Bless you! I shall don it right this instant, and hie me to Maxine as fast as my paws can carry me. You have made me the happiest cat in the world! Indeed you have!
Yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
My love, look at me. I am wearing it. The collar I told you about. The one you told me was but the fancy of a dream. Here it is. A band of jewels, such as no one in Sicile has ever beheld.
Dear me, that choker looks absolutely fabulous on you. Simply smashing. I can't believe it's real. Oh, darling Sam, you are a Tom of means after all.
That I am, my little tigress. Behold my true collar, and marry me. Make me yours, and my very life I shall dedicate to your happiness.
Oh, what a passionate puss you are, my darling Sam. As impetuous as ever. But indeed you do seem to have the right and reason to be. Oh, I shall hold you in suspense no longer. Yes, my dear Sam, I will marry you.
With a word, you have stopped my heart and set it beating anew with untold vigor. Come, my love, my lean-tailed lady. By the fire of the hearth, let us lie and purr the night away.
And so Sam's story has a happy end after all.
It wouldn't have if we never found that collar. Maxine only agreed to marry him because he is rich now.
What a cynical thing to say. She loved him all along, but was worried about the children they might have. That's quite another matter.
It is a pity indeed to see how this treasure of a cat, this pinnacle of nature's beauty, has been corrupted by the wretched mores of man. Base materialism has darkened the purity of her soul, and has seized the very throne where love should rest. Let the story of Sam and his beloved serve as an example of this bitter truth. Between two humans, no love is unconditional. So strongly does this sad depravity seep from our every pore that it adulterates the innocence of what should be stainless spirits. We suffer from the inability to bestow love devoid of logic, devotion devoid of design. Wealth, status, prestige, the carnality of flesh and fortune, those are the true motivators of the affections between a woman and a man. Love. It is the name we give a base ambition, a delusion we blindly compel to be true and therefore falsely hold to be absolute. Pity love, and be wary of her too, for she is but a deception. Ha! A cynic, am I? A heart washed in bitter streams because I have come to realize that love is but the vagary of fantasies, the intemperance of puerile minds. I shall not deny that my mind too was puerile once, that I too loved a woman with all my soul, believing her to be... enough! Forget what I said. Dig love a grave, and there let it rot.
Many cheeses.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11?
Aim straight, aim true, arrows by the dozens. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
A good day to you. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Aim straight, aim true, arrows by the dozens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots. Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Well, hello there.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is. It's heating up.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I
Sorry,
pulled her
sir.
off you before she could do any real damage.
You think
Any
that's
real
funny,
damage? Are
Private?
you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Oh, if you must. We are the pride of Rivellon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably. I don't see how my mother-in-law is any of your business, Hunter. Seriously, though, I doubt information given by the zombified remains of a councillor is to be trusted. But then again, you do take the advice of cat wizards, too. I heard she has a cottage in the forest north of the city. I'm sure it's made of gingerbread and you'll find the remains of eaten children. So off you trot in chase of fairy tale fiends. What'd you take me for? An ignoramus? That accursed name rings a goddamn Carillion. He was the last Sorcerer King, a frightful warrior that fell dozens before finally being slain by the army that had risen against him. We may well stand on unholy ground right now. For they say his remains were buried in what is now Sicil, a mad king for a mad city. Oh, if you must. We are the pride of Rivellon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
The beast speaks. So you've half a brain behind
Sorry,
that feral
sir.
maul, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and ached an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
Those boots will embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
You think that's
Come
funny,
on now, I
Private?
pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
No, sir.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that
Beyond
case,
these
you'll have
walls,
pleasure
the
of
dead
putting her
roam
down
free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
Why don't you get on back to Sicil while you still can? There's nothing can be done in this godforsaken place. Well, who we are now is certainly different from who we used to be. We were elite soldiers, Blossius and I. 2 troops in a regiment of Selenia's finest guards. We agreed to inspect this church. Selenia had an inkling the undead outbreak might have started here, and while we never completed our mission, I'm certain she was right. Near the bridge just behind us, an undead monstrosity has made its own hellscape around a shrine of bones used for gods know what terrible purpose. Perhaps to control each of the ghouls that haunt these lands. Same as what happened to us. Partly, anyhow. We were lost trying to gain ground against the molten devil king presiding over the courtyard behind us. One of our soldiers ingeniously applied a piece of equipment to the ground, clearing a temporary path through the lava. Her plan seemed to work and we made progress into the Hellbeast's arena, but soon we were too far in with no way out. I've never felt heat like that before, Source Hunter. I've never felt fire in and through my skin, my sinews. And then we were all of us little more than bones. But it was only Blossius and I whose souls awoke in our skeletons once more. The rest remain where they collapsed. The Legion's best skilled fighters. Burnt bones beneath a broken turnip cart.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
It's heating up.
Who hides in the fire beckons? burning legion embraces you!
It's heating up. We've come too far to lose to such foes. It's heating up.
I'm overheating here.
I can't move.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie. I cannot endure this fiery agony!
I could do with a cold drink.
You must suffer! You must burn clean!
This blaze is unbearable!
Works every time.
Baking like a cake.
Potent heat.
Baking like a cake.
Soaked to the skin.
Here lies Istrid, knower of noses.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake. I've spotted something interesting.
Hold! Our enemies have lain a trap.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is. Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.